Do you feel like you've been gaslit in the medical community? Well, it's not just in your head. There's new evidence that shows how discrimination shortens lives in Black communities. And there's also links to systemic racism to health disparities. Now, honestly, that's really not a surprise in the Black community. But today I'm going to discuss gaslighting in the medical community, and I'm going to give you 7 tips to deal with it. All right. So first of all, what is gaslighting? I am going to insert a pictograph in this video. Shout out to Let's Talk Mental Health for the pictograph describing what gaslighting is. Essentially, gaslighting is gradual distortion of the truth. Okay. Avoiding responsibility, shifting blame. You'll find that a lot of providers may do that. Sowing seeds of doubt in your mind, right? Making you think, oh, it's just all in your head, happens to everyone. Lying and manipulating the facts, okay? Invalidating your feelings and your experiences. Getting you to question your sanity. How many times have you gone back for the same symptoms and then just tell you, oh, it's in your head? No, nothing's really wrong with you. Hiding their true intentions. Okay. And then twisting reality to suit their narrative. Insisting you're overly sensitive. And neglecting your emotions and well being. And the last G in gaslighting is actually emotional abuse. Okay, so take it very seriously. So it's important to note that gaslighting happens in every industry and is recognizable by the same characteristics. However, in this video, I'm going to cover medical gaslighting, and I'm going to give you the 7 tips. If you feel that you are being gaslit in healthcare, these are going to help for you. All right. Now, studies show that Black women are gaslit in the US healthcare system at disproportionate rates. And that's not opinion, that's evidence. And the studies consistently show Black women's pain is undertreated, symptoms are minimized, and concerns are reframed as anxiety or noncompliance or even lifestyle issues. Okay. Oh, stress, right? When that happens, here's what to do. I want you to clearly, strategically, and without apologizing do these things. I'm going to share these things with you, and I want you to lead with evidence and documentation and not emotion. All right. So, what to do when you're being gaslit in healthcare? Number one, name it in real time, professionally, not emotionally. What does that mean? Gaslighting actually thrives in vagueness. So, I want you to interrupt it with clarity. Use language like, I don't feel my concern is being addressed. Or, can you document in my chart that this symptom is unresolved? Or, what is your differential diagnosis and what have you ruled out? Okay. When you do this, asking for documentation alone often changes provider behavior because the medical record is a legal document. Number two, bring receipts. Data beats dismissal all the time, right? Come prepared with a written symptom and the timelines. So, dates of whenever you felt those symptoms, the severity of those symptoms, and any triggers that you may notice. Does it happen before or after eating? Maybe when exposed to sunlight, whatever it may be. Write all of those things down. If you have photos, if you have logs where you keep a log of maybe blood pressure or maybe it's blood sugar numbers at certain times of the day, whatever it may be, wearable data, you all may have a watch that captures all this information, any labs you've done, bring all of that with you. Or you can even bring a 1-page summary and you can hand it over and say, here's a timeline of my specific symptoms over the last 6 months. Or say something like, these symptoms have worsened despite following prior recommendations. Now, what that does is providers are trained to respond to patterns and data, not narratives alone. So it makes your case a lot stronger for them to pay attention and actually do something about it. Number three, force specificity. Gaslighting often sounds like, oh, that's normal, or you're too young for something like that, or it's probably stress. I know I've heard a lot of those in my time. So respond with things like, normal for whom? What criteria are you using to determine that? What test confirms that conclusion? If they can't answer clearly, the assessment is weak. Okay. Number four, use the chart as leverage. Medical records follow you, and providers know this. So say something like, please note that I requested further evaluation and it was declined. Or please document my report of ongoing pain rated 7 out of 10. Documentation impacts things like insurance approvals, referrals, and future care decisions. So make sure it's documented, documented, documented. I can't stress that enough. Number five, bring back up, don't go alone. I'm going to bring that back up. Don't go alone. If you can, bring a trusted person with you. If they can't make it, put them on speaker and have them available at the time the clinician walks into the room. And I used to tell people that was enough until someone shared a story with me where they had someone they trusted on the line who was being a really great advocate for them. And once they addressed the issue, the person hung up. But the person in the doctor's presence in the room, the physicians treated them poorly after the person hung up. So have that person stay on until that visit is actually over, meaning the physician or clinician leaves the room and says, okay, you can go to the front desk or whatever the case. All right. Or use a professional patient advocate like myself. All of this helps gaslighting decrease when a witness is present. And studies show clinicians alter their communication style when a third parties are involved. Okay. Number six, escalate without guilt. You are not being difficult for wanting competent care. Okay. Ask for another provider. It's your right. Request a second opinion. That's also your right. File a patient relations or ombudsman complaint. Another right. Change practices entirely. And it may come to that sometimes, right? And if anyone has issues with you asking for a second opinion or other things like that, then you probably should leave them, right? Say, I'd like to see someone with more experience in this area. Or, this is a reasonable request. It's not a confrontation. Again, you're leading without emotion. And number seven, trust your body more than their bias. I think that is really critical. If something feels wrong and it keeps persisting, it deserves investigation. You know your body better than anyone else. Black women are 3 to 4 times more likely to die from pregnancy related causes, more likely to have pain dismissed, and less likely to receive timely diagnoses. Your intuition is not anxiety, it's data your body's giving you. Okay? So look at it as that and treat it like that. So you should not need to be medically fluent, perfectly calm, or exceptionally polite to receive proper care. The system often demands that of Black women, but that demand is unjust and it's unnecessary. So I suggest you go to your medical appointments with another person who's willing to speak up on your behalf. If you're timid, or call them on the phone, as I said before, and make sure they stay on the call for the entirety of the visit, or find a patient advocate like myself. I'm an independent patient advocate, and I know how to handle these situations where I can escalate it if necessary. You're not imagining it and you're not powerless. Okay. Also, because there is power in documentation, make sure you grab a copy of the Advocate's Passport to Health, a patient centered journal for care at home and abroad. This is a journal I created that was intentionally designed to travel with you into exam rooms, across countries, and through every stage of your care journey. Whether you're a patient or a caregiver, this journal will help you. It's more than a notebook, it's a voice when you don't know what to ask. It's a record of details when they matter most. And it's also a bridge between providers, systems, and countries wherever you decide to seek care. And it's also a tool for advocacy, not just documentation. Okay. And you can purchase a copy at my website at www.medicaltourismrn.com. www.medicaltourismrn.com. Until next time, be well.